the acceleration of the body is inversely proportional to its mass. So we can write the expression in this way as well. This is our equation number 2. For example, if a person throws a mass of 1 kg, the mass of 10 kg, let's say 10 kg, then it covers acceleration almost 3 meter per second square. But if the same person throws a mass of 5 kg, then the acceleration of the lighter body will be larger as compared to the acceleration of the heavier body. This is also we have read in our previous topic, which is the inertia, that it is easy to move lighter bodies as compared to heavier ones. So let's say it covers it has the acceleration 10 meter per second square. So we can say that by increasing the mass, the acceleration of the object decreases. The acceleration of the body decreases. By combining these two equations, equation 1 and equation 2, we have combining the equation 1 and 2, we have acceleration is directly proportional to force while it is inversely proportional to mass. If we want to remove this proportionality signs, then we write is equal to and a constant, that is k. The remaining terms will remain same. This is our equation number 3. If we want to find out the value of k, then we must separate this variable if we want to find the value of this variable. By substituting the units, we can find the value of k like this: am divided by f, which is equal to k, from this third equation. Putting the units, now put the units of all these terms. Unit of acceleration is meter per second square into m is kg, and the unit of force is also kg meter per second square. So kg will cancel with this cancel with this, and we have the value of k is equal to 1. So we substitute this value of k is equal to 1. So we substitute this value in the equation number 3. We have put the value of K in equation 3. Then we have A is equal to, this is our equation number 3, A is equal to Kf divided by M. If we put K is equal to 1, then we have F over M, which is equal to A. So dividing both sides, multiplying both sides by M, then we have MA and F over M into M. This M cancels with this M and F is equal to MA. This is the main statement of this law, that force is the product of mass and acceleration. Now we will also find out the unit of the force, SI unit of the force. In order to find out the SI unit of the force, we have the expression F is equal to MA, right? The unit of M is kg and the unit of acceleration is meter per second square. So the unit of force is kg meter per second square, which is also equal to 1 Newton, right? According to the definition of Newton's definition, Newton's one Newton force will be equal to 1 kg into 1 meter per second square. It means that the force will be 1 Newton if it produces acceleration of 1 meter per second square in a body of mass 1 kg. 1 Newton is that force which produces an acceleration of 1 meter per second square in a body of mass 1 kg. So this is all about our topic, Newton's second law of motion. I'll also give these notes to you in your lesson plan as well. If you have any question regarding this, then please ask me.